If you own a Chevy truck and you got spark plug wires that need to be replaced, watch this video. So we're gonna go through this truck, replace every single spark plug wire. I'm gonna teach you every single trick I know for spark plug wires on these trucks. Let's get in here and get it done. Trust me, I'm a mechanic. All right, so this is an 06 Cat-Eye Chevrolet. So we got a mysterious coolant leak on this thing. There's the coolant reservoir right down in there. You can see it's getting low. But in order to diagnose it, we got to take the spark plugs out, do a compression test. So I'm going to give you all some spark plug tips. The number one tip for changing spark plug wires on these Vortec V8 trucks is there is no tip. So if you've got spark plug wires and they're stuck on there and they have little metal shields around them, you're going to break them. You're gonna break them off. Don't waste your time with the tools. They got special tools, special pliers, all this stuff. It doesn't help if they have the metal shields around them. They're going to break 100% of the time. You might be able to save one or two, but you're gonna break the wires on there that are on there now. Get them off. Before you do this, make sure you got replacement wires so you don't get stranded, but don't try any of the spark plug removal pliers for these trucks. They don't work. So we got some ends here where they break is where they plug into the top of the spark plug. You can see what happens to them right here. The wire normally just snaps off like that at the connector. Here's some of the ends right here. You can see how bad they are. I mean, they always break. So if we take a look down in here, you can try to get down in here with a special tool. You know, it doesn't really work well on these engines because they have this metal shield right here around the spark plug boots, so they're almost impossible to get off. You can try to get in there with a screwdriver and pry them off, but they'll just break, I promise you. So you gotta make sure you got the right spark plugs and spark plug wires before you do this, before you take them off, because they will break and then you'll be stranded. As far as tools getting them off of there, if they're stuck, get you a screwdriver that's long, flathead, get down in there on that metal shield and you can pry them off on the exhaust headers. Once you get them off, you gotta replace them, but this will get them off if they're stuck. Come down in here and try to pull it off. It's gonna break. Yep, see that one pulled off and I didn't even have to use a screwdriver, but that connector is stuck on down in there. You know, these little insulators here, they cause you all the trouble. They really do, because you can't get a good grip on the rubber. So, you know, we just gotta pull them all off, swap them out. Because they're always a pain, man. You gotta get down in here, screwdriver, anything. You know, that special tool doesn't really help much. There we go, it came off, but the connectors stayed behind. So we broke 5 of them here out of 8, and no pliers are gonna help with this because they just separate where they connect up to the wire. You know, it just separates off. You gotta break them to swap them out. You know, no pliers gonna help you with this. So here's a closer look at one of the connectors here. You can see that thing's packed with dielectric grease. I put it on there before I got them installed. They've been sitting for 7 years and the grease didn't help one bit. The connector just broke when you took it off because, you know, it gets stuck on there, metal on metal. It doesn't help. And if you break one, you gotta swap them all out. Let's take a look at the old ones and see what the damage was. All right, so here's all the old ones right here. Let's take a look at them. Oh yeah, they look pretty good. They look pretty good. Let's see. Nah. They broke. They always break. So we got some connectors down in here. We managed to salvage like 1 or 2 of them. You know, we'll have a spare, I guess. But the problem with these is this metal shield on here. So the metal shield protects it from heat, but you can't get in there and get pliers on there to cinch down on it, to squeeze down on it, to pull it off. Because what happens is this metal will just crush. It's just like thin aluminum heat shield, and that's why they're such a pain, you know. You can try to pry them from here, try to pry them from here, try to pry them from down in there. It doesn't matter, because that connector will just separate just like that. You'll get a bunch of these. It is what it is. So these heat shields are a real pain, you know, but I guess they're necessary to keep the exhaust heat away from the spark plug boot. So you don't want to damage these too bad, because when you get your new spark plug wires, you got to reuse them. You know, take them off of these, put them on the new ones. If you ding them up, dent them up, you know, you might have to get new ones if you mess them up bad enough. So on these trucks, there's 2 different lengths of spark plug wires. So this is a newer truck. It's an 06. It has square coils, and this has round coils right here because it's a 2002. So you can see the wires are shorter on this one than they are on the 06 right here. These are longer. So here's the length difference on these spark plug wires. Very difficult to tell, but you can see, well, there you go. This one is a couple inches longer than the shorter one right here, so you got to get the right ones or else they won't connect properly. They won't reach the spark plugs. So here's the metal heat shield. This thing is what causes all the problems because you can't get in there with a regular tool, you know, to get around the rubber to get it off, but be like, oh, look, we got this one off, we're good. Yeah, think again. Look right down in there and you will see there is the end of the connector. It broke off, they always do. It's stuck on the end of the spark plug. So, you know, this wire is toast. I always put dielectric grease down in here, help them come off easier, but it doesn't matter because the metal gets stuck on there and then they'll break like this and they'll be stuck on there. So they always break. They always break every time you get in there. Either the wire rips out the back of the rubber plug boot that goes on the spark plug, or the connectors snap off, or both of them. You know, they get stuck on there. They got that metal shield around there, so you can't just grab around the boot and pull it off with regular spark plug pliers and stuff like that. The metal shields get in the way. I'm guessing some guys just leave them off. I always put them back on, but they do cause a problem when you go to remove these spark plugs every time. What I typically do is I make sure I have the right spark plug wires and I just pull them off, get them off however I can. They'll break, I don't care. I got new ones and I'm gonna swap them out. So you can get ACDelco ones or Delphi ones. That's all I'd recommend for these trucks, depending on what year it is and depending on what you can find. Don't go for the cheap ones, get the best ones. These have a lifetime warranty some places. You know, you just gotta make sure you get the right ones and only do this once. So on these trucks, this is a 2006, you're supposed to change spark plugs and wires every 100,000 miles. Only buy ACDelco or Delphi spark plug wires for these trucks because, you know, the aftermarket ones don't work well. You get the OEM spark plug wires. These last for 100,000 miles. That's the interval for changing spark plugs and wires on these trucks. 100K miles, you should be good to go. All right, here's our new spark plug wires right here. You got to get the right one. This is HH. There is a GG. The HH is longer. These ones right here are the long ones. They're made for this engine. The GG is like the shorter one, like this. It won't fit on this truck. This is an 06, it's got square coils. We need the longer wires or else they won't reach. So I got all these made up right here. They're looking good. There's a little piece of insulation wrapped around this tube on the inside. When you slide it on the boot like that, you're gonna wanna make sure that it doesn't get all crunched up in there. Everything's good. It's all the way seated, just like that right there. So when you pop them on, you don't have any problems. Another thing to look out for is a lot of these spark plug wires have lifetime warranty. So when they go bad, you can swap them out and get you a new set. All right, so we're ready to put these spark plug wires back on right here. A couple notes to make is it comes with a little pack of dielectric grease on here. You're gonna wanna put some in the boot, right down in here, get it on the connector, and then you're gonna wanna get it up in here. You know, you can put it on the spark plug itself, and then you also wanna put some on the coil end right here to prevent corrosion. So put dielectric grease on the spark plug boot, on the metal connector inside the spark plug boot. Hopefully it'll come off easier in the future, but it'll also prevent corrosion. All right, we gotta get these popped on one at a time. Make sure they pop on the coils good. Make sure they're not resting on the exhaust headers. Make sure they got a good connection. They're nice and secure. Be good to go. They're not gonna melt. They're gonna give us a great connection, great spark. There we go, the spark plug wires are installed and we are done. Oh yeah, she's purring like a kitten now. Spark plugs are doing good, spark plug wires are doing good. They're not melted, good contact, no problems. All right, so that's it for the video. Let me know what y'all do down below with these spark plug wires. Do you leave those metal shields off? Do you buy cheap wires? Do you make sure to have spares laying around? You know, I wanna know what y'all do. You got a special tool that I don't know about? It's possible. And, you know, might come in handy for getting these GMT800 truck spark plug boots off. But this is how I do it. Unfortunately, you know, they're not easy to get off unless you break them off. That's it for the video. Drop me a huge thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more Chevy truck tips in the future. I got plenty more where this came from. Later.